That's a good girl. Good. Well, we are approaching an inspection station, Border Patrol, on the way to Van Horn on I-10. And the traffic is immense here. Thanks God, trucks are on the right lane. Well, that went uneventful and quick. They just waved us through. So that was cool. Delta and I just arrived at the Prada of Marfa store. It was built in 2005. We stopped here last year also. Let's see if anything has changed. Yeah, they replaced the window. There was a broken window here. And of course, Delta wants to go shopping just like last year. And now that we are ready to leave, a whole bunch of people just arrived here. Yeah, we are on Highway 90 from Van Horn heading towards Marfa. It is Valentine where we're passing through here, and yeah, it has seen its days. It's a few people live here, but it's mostly ruins, and that's it. Well, one thing is for sure, the trees are more green now since it's April compared to last year when we were here and it was January. So we just arrived. Now we're gonna check in. We're all checked in. Now we're gonna go to our site and set up camp. For sure, Delta can't wait. We have to look out for our site. We have site 13. Cannot see, no, that's 14. Okay. It's this one here, that's 13. So we're all set up. Site number 13. It's different time zone here, central, so it's an hour later than our home base. So it's 5:30. And we're gonna go for a little walk. All those sites in this loops are pull through and full hookups. And we're within walking distance from the bathhouse, which is straight ahead. Again, my site 13. And this is a trail that we did a year ago. I can highly recommend it. It's the Skyline Drive Trail. It goes all the way up there through that canyon, and then you end up all the way there on top, which is Skyline Drive. Well, the fire danger here in the state park is extreme. That's no wonder. Probably they hadn't had much rain. Yeah, today it's Delta's birthday. We just woke up and she cannot wait to get outside and to explore the park. So we go on our birthday morning walk. Everybody is still asleep and it's pretty cold this morning. It's around 36 degrees. Yeah, the rising sun is hitting the top of the mountains here. It makes it look really nice. Straight ahead that building, that is one of the bird blinds here. And then here to the right, that's an easy trail that leads right to the visitor center and the park entrance. And that's all we're gonna take this morning. So this right here is the beginning of the trailhead. And yeah, as usual, markers showing every direction, but not this trail. I've seen this in a lot of state parks, that labeling of trails, it's not that good. And there's, of course I don't have the camera with me, Aoudad right there in front of me. Yeah, those Aoudads, I was lucky to film them a year ago. They're originally from Africa and they were introduced here by some farmers. I'm going to record this video with the phone. 10 times zoom, it works pretty well actually. and they're all watching us. And they're excellent climbers. Well, they say the best camera is the one that you have with you. That is in this case the Pocket 3, where I can only zoom in twice. And then my Samsung phone, which has 10 times optical zoom. So yeah, at least we got that footage. So at the end of the trail there is a trail marker. So we've just been hiking that headquarters trail. It's fairly short and it leads basically straight up to the campground area. And then the headquarters, the office, and restrooms, which I didn't mention the last time I was here, they are in this building. And they're closed right now. They open in about 20 minutes. 8:15, that's when they open. And those are the restrooms I have mentioned. Check them out real quick. So the restrooms look like. Yeah, and here you can see how popular the state park is, because that sign says that the campground is full and all empty sites are reserved. So we're hiking back now on the headquarters trail, and then we're gonna get ready to have breakfast. Yeah, there is no cell service here in the park. If you get lucky, there are some spots where you might get one bar. I'm on T-Mobile, but since this is kind of a canyon, there's usually no service at all. There's Wi-Fi available at some of the public buildings like the restrooms and interpreter center, and that's it. That's all there is. Other than that, you need to climb up the mountains and you have perfect 5G signal. Or of course, when you drive to Fort Davis, that's very good signal there too. So on the first morning, we're checking out the bathhouse. I want to see if there are any changes compared to last time. Yes, they made definitely changes. New light bulbs. Bright lights in here now. That looks good. Handicap shower, which is right here. Yeah, not occupied. So this is a fairly big room with one toilet, one sink, and then here, that is the shower. Here you can still see the older lights, those yellowish ones. They have all replaced them in the main bathroom next door. Here, not yet. Here they still have those old ones. Yeah, I think they did some good upgrades to the already pretty good bathhouse. The new lights, water pressure is very good. Hot water, everything is very clean. All in all, I can highly recommend it. So, today is Delta's birthday, April 11th. She's gonna be 7 years old. And it's also our first morning and first breakfast at Davis Mountain State Park. A little chilly, roughly 40 degrees, but hey, we love the outdoors, so we're gonna eat outdoors. Yeah, so to a successful weekend. So Delta and I are heading out. Morning. And before we leave, we always turn off the water because that is safer. So yeah, we just met some nice people with a smiley, and when they hear that, they know what I mean. They said they're going to subscribe to our channel. That is greatly appreciated. In the meantime, we're going up Skyline Drive because, yeah, here at the campground there is no cell service at all. And I need to read and send a couple of emails. And up here, and we checked that out last year when we were here, the cell service is really, really great. So we're gonna do that real quick before we head out. Now Delta and I, we drove to the top of Skyline Drive because here we have great cell service. In the canyon there's absolutely nothing, and I had to read some and write some emails. Well, what we can see from up here is also the McDonald Observatory. I think it's about 15 miles from here, and that is the plan that we're gonna go there today. Other than that, from up here you have beautiful views of Fort Davis, which is down there, and I believe all the way to Marfa, which would be that road going that way. It's also possible to hike up here from the campground. It's actually a nice hike. It's labeled moderately difficult. We did that last year. Actually, it's not that bad. It's doable. Come on, girl. Yeah, now the views open up to the Indian Lodge, which unfortunately is still closed. One of those days we're gonna hike up there and look around. There are some beautiful views from here. And right over there on top of that hill, that is the McDonald Observatory. And that is the road down there that passes alongside the park and leads towards the McDonald Observatory. And this here to the right, I'm gonna stop here real quick. That is a historic Prude ranch. And they're supposed to have RV sites also. I just saw that sign. Well, it's Andrew Prude that purchased 3 sections of land here back in 1897. And now this continues to be a popular tourist destination. Looks interesting. Yeah, that's the RV section of that ranch. Oh, there's one. Oh, I can even see sewer. Yeah, it seems that they have sewer connections. And then this here is the rest of the ranch. You can also rent horses here on that ranch. And from the looks of it, you gotta wear a helmet, because there's a rack of helmets right there. Yeah, and this is the Prude Ranch. So here we are for the last 3 miles going up the mountain towards the observatory. Some guy here to the left is jogging up that hill. Wow. Respect. So this is the Frank N. Bash Visitor Center. Belongs to the University of Texas at Austin. I was here the last time 20 years ago on the motorcycle. Don't remember if we drove all the way up to where the observatory is or if there's a shuttle. It's too long ago, don't remember. There's also a lodge up there that's called the Astronomer's Lodge. Yeah, and here we are, top of the mountain with two large telescopes. And we are in the highest point on Texas highways, 6,791 feet, the summit of Mount Lockie. I have to admit, that's quite an impressive building. And then the 107-inch telescope, that is that one right here. Yeah, that's a big building. Tour buses drive all the way up here from the visitor center. It's quite windy up here in front of that 107-inch telescope. Huge building.
We're not going to the big silver thing, right?
Welcome to McDonald Observatory.
We're just trying to make room for everybody else coming up those stairs. Yeah.
We have to keep the temperature maintained close to the outside nighttime temperature because the temperature differences can interfere with the image in the telescope. Stand. Fastest speed.
Down there, that's the visitor center where we just been a couple of minutes ago. And then there are two hills that have observatories on them. We've just been on the tallest one, highest Texas highway, elevation-wise, and that hill had also the largest telescope. Yeah, that's the only place that's accessible here, only this telescope, which has a gallery in that first building. But all other areas here are off limits, so I cannot get to the other ones. They're employees only. They have some picnic areas here also, and plenty of parking. We are now back at the visitor center level. Yeah, today is Delta's birthday, and she's actually getting 3 presents from me. Of course she doesn't know. She used this already last night. This is a Chuck-It bed that rolls up and folds into a small package that goes into a compression bag, almost like a sleeping bag. This is really cool. It's washable, it's dirt resistant. The other thing is an outdoor bed that I'm gonna show later. And then she gets this one. She's on her second present already because she really likes that outdoor bed that lifts her up of the dirt, even though she doesn't care if it's concrete or rocks or grass. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, girl. There you go. Happy birthday, my girl. So, those are the stakes for Delta. No, it is now hot enough. Hoppala, almost lost it. It looks good and it smells good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would say that Delta's steaks are ready. So that's Delta's birthday dinner. Ready for the food? No. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Go get your food. Happy birthday, Delta. Excellent. So guess which ones is my birthday snack and the other one is for Delta, and she knows. She's waiting for it. I told her to wait for her snack and she knows that. She does that. Are you ready, Delta? Oh, good. And yes, good. Good girl. Yeah, today it's a pretty cloudy day. Warm, mid-70s I would say. But yeah, totally overcast, which is basically good for hiking. And therefore, we're hiking the CCC Trail, or the Old CCC Trail. And that should be the beginning of it right here. This trail was closed last year during my stay. Some sort of construction or whatever. If you do the whole trail, it's 6 miles according to all trails. From here it looks shorter, but hard to tell because in all trails it continues here and goes to Fort Davis itself, to the old fort. So we'll see how far we go. Well, this trail is actually open for hikers and mountain bikers. Some nice blooming cactus on the way, right next to the trail. Come on, Delta. Yeah, we're gaining elevation here on the CCC Trail. It's a rocky trail. So far, it's not that difficult. Yeah, from up here, you can see the green trees down there. That's where Olympia Creek is. And that's the road to Fort Davis. Yeah, lots of ups and downs on this trail here. And the steep downhill sections, that's where you have to watch your step. Those steps, by the way, that you have to walk down, they're huge. They're tall. I mean, it's almost to my knee. That's how tall those steps are. So before we continue on, a little water break for both of us. And man, Delta is thirsty. Because then we tackle the climb uphill over there. So after our short break, continue on. Those are fairly large rocks here. Not easy to walk on. But Delta discovered flat spot. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, to our surprise, there are even some people hiking this trail, which rarely happens when Delta and I go on remote trails. But that's good. It's good that people go out into nature. Yeah, there's lots of erosion here on this trail. It's completely washed out here. I guess you don't want to be here when it rains hard. So we have some options here. Straight ahead, where Delta is, that's the Old CCC Trail. And then I cannot read this one here. Skyline Drive Trail. Yeah, I made a decision that we go here off the trail, off the CCC Trail, and continue on the Skyline Drive Trail. I think that's better for today. Come on, Delta. Man, those are quite some rocks here. Yeah, that is something, huh? Come on, let's go up to the top. Not that far anymore. And then we take a longer rest up there. Yeah, I see a trail marker, so we should be almost at the top. We are here. That's where we took Skyline Drive Trail. The red line is the old CCC. Actually, it wouldn't have been that far to that other spot. 0.66 miles, that's what it says. So we're here right now. What we're gonna do is take the trail back here, and then here we're back at the campground. That looks like restrooms. Yeah, those are restrooms. I'm gonna check them out in a minute. There are a few benches. We're gonna rest here. Yeah, that's convenient. It's called Skyline Restrooms. After our break, I'll check them out. So I wanted to show the bathroom real quick. Restroom, I mean. Okay. It's no sink, that I can tell. But 2 commodes, but no sink. That's kind of weird. Because those are flush toilets. Okay. But they've just have been cleaned, so they take care of things here. We're quite high up here. We have to go all the way down back to the campground, and this is steep. Well, we're both gonna be tired when we get back, that's for sure. This trail is no joke. Even Dad, I was looking, where the hell does it go? Well, up here. Well, it looks like somebody gave up while coming up this way. That's not a good sign. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if my truck was waiting for us up here. All the way down there, that's the CCC Trail where we've been on. And Delta is already up there. Like my channel's name, RM Camping Trails and Adventures. But hey, the view from up here, wow, breathtaking. So we're on top of the lookout where we've been yesterday. Just that today we hiked all the way up here. Now I have to find the trail where that continues, because I can see the campground from here. It's straight ahead all the way down there in the valley. I can see my trailer even from here. And in the background, that's the Indian Lodge. So from the looks of it, that's where the trail continues. We both took a rest, drank plenty of water. It's pretty windy up here because we are on top of the mountain. Those are big steps here. Yeah, I remember this spot here when we hiked here last year. God, it was cold. I was wearing gloves. It was ice cold, and then the wind was even stronger than it's now. That was quite something. So all we gotta do from here on is go downhill into the canyon, and then there's actually switchbacks here that you have to hike, and then we end up at the interpretive center. Down there, that's where we have to go. We're halfway down the canyon. Data's waiting for me because I'm the one that is slow, but better safe than sorry, right? That's another really rocky section here. Okay, girl, let's go. Yeah, basically we made it. We're almost as good as at the bottom of the canyon. Got some spider in my face. Yeah, there's one of the bridges over that runoff when it rains. Data decided to take a break right in the middle of the bridge. You're funny, girl. We're almost back. Huh, baby? Let's go. Well, the trail ends at the amphitheater. And let's see what the program is for today, what's on stage. Oh, it's Delta. Delta is on stage. Yeah, I don't know if they present anything here. I assume they do, but I didn't see any announcements for it. We're just 5 minutes now from our trailer, so that was a good hike. When we're back at the campsite, I will stop my GPS and then tell you how far we walked. So we made it back to our campsite. The hike total was 3.15 miles. It doesn't sound like that much, but it took us 3.5 hours. Yes, we took a lot of breaks in between because we had an elevation gain according to the map of 610 feet, and our highest elevation was 5,763 feet. So it was quite a loop. Yep. That I would definitely rate moderate, and certain sections I would even say, from my point of view, difficult. Oh, maybe not difficult, but technical. Yeah, you really got to watch out. But yeah, interesting hike. Weather was perfect for it, around 75 degrees, overcast. I wouldn't do that in the summertime. Nope, not at all.